What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Energy Web Token. Now, Energy Web Token is trying to sort of change the energy system and how it works. They've got some really strong partnerships. There's a couple causes for concern with Energy Web Token that I'll look at today as well. But there's certainly some fairly significant positives as well. So we'll see what this can do in terms of price in this video. But before I get into that, guys, do you like making money? That's a question. If you're watching this video, you're a crypto fan, you know there's money to be made in crypto. Now, these are actually the first 26 coins that I did videos about on this channel. And in the videos, I said I was buying these cryptos up because I think they're brilliant. You can see what the prices were when I recorded and released the videos. You can see what the highs that they hit a year later were. So if you'd put in $100 into each of these coins, that's a $2,600 investment in total. And if you sold the year later, the 18 months later, like I did, like my friends did, like my followers did, just $100, $2,600 investment would have netted you a profit of over 123K. Pretty nice. Now, as I said, 18 months on, I sold all of these, but I've been buying up cryptos. I've got a whole new set of cryptos that I'm holding. If you want to see what they are, you can do. Just head over to copymycrypto.com. On the site, I share with the members that we've got thousands of members, the coins that I own. Anytime I buy a coin, I let the members know about the coin, the gains I think it can have, the reasons I'm buying it, and the percentage of my money I'm putting in. And they can copy a lot. Now, I do the same when I'm selling. I've got this coin, I'm selling this percent, and I'm banking this profit as well. Now, if you're not making 20x gains in crypto, then something's going wrong, right? Now, we were making 20x gains on coins, 40x gains on coins, 50x gains on coins, 100x, 700x on Phantom. If you want to make the gains, Copy My Crypto could be where you want to be. And on top of that, there's no work because I do all the research. I get into the coins I get into because I've deep dived them in the same way that I did with Phantom. And a quick reminder, there is not a single crypto YouTuber on the planet that was talking about Phantom in 2020 as one of the biggest gainers. But I did. I literally created a course called The Best Investment of 2020, and it was all about why Phantom would 100x or more. The way I pick Phantom is the way I pick the coins that I'm in right now. If you want to make the gains, go read the site and you'll see what the members have achieved, and you'll see the history of everything I've said, and you can confirm it all because it's all public record. So go read that now. Pause this vid. Now let's talk about Energy Web. Energy Web Token, currently priced at $2.33. So a potential red flag for this is the trading volume. It's pretty piss poor. It's under $1 million now. Now, to be fair, it's been hovering at around $1 million pretty much every day. In the bull cycle, it was having some pretty pretty good days where the trading volume was $4, $5, $7, $10 million. There was one day where it skyrocketed and had I don't even know what that is. A lot. I'm just going to say a lot because I can't actually get it on there. Now, Energy Web Token, if you're unfamiliar, is a crypto that's all about revitalizing and effectively changing the way that energy works along with how Web3 works. They're trying to revitalize both of those areas. And Energy Web Token also looked at trying to alter and adapt the way that Bitcoin is mined. Now, a big plus for Energy Web is, in 2022, BlackRock spoke about Energy Web Token. Now, BlackRock, obviously the biggest investment company in the world, and as a result, it jumped about 25%. Now, it was mentioned in a BlackRock press release, and the release detailed BlackRock's plans to create a spot Bitcoin private trust for US institutional investors before praising Energy Web's potential to introduce less environmentally damaging Bitcoin mining strategies. And their whole premise is they build operating systems for energy grids. And it literally says, BlackRock has encouraged that organizations such as RMI and Energy Web are developing programs to bring greater transparency to sustainable energy use in Bitcoin mining and will follow progress around those initiatives. Now that is referring to fundamentally BlackRock's interest in the energy sector, or certainly in the adaptions of the energy sector. And I've spoken about this multiple times. I expect energy to end up being changed in the way that we do things down the line. It's pretty much inevitable. Every government on the planet has at some point or another basically said, we have to change the way that we are going to do things. Every government has a sort of goal to hit net zero by 2030 or 2040. And the way that's going to work is by changing the way that things are done. And you can see what Energy Web's goal is. I mean, they literally talk about why they exist on the site. And the mission is a global non-profit on a mission to accelerate the energy transition by developing and deploying open source Web3 tech that helps companies unlock business value from clean and distributed energy resources. So that's their mission. Now, in terms of the people that they are working with, these are some significant companies. Like, these are not ones to sleep on. I mean, even if we go back here, EDF, E.ON, Vodafone, Photon, REC Standard, Shell, Energy Peace Partners, I don't know what the hell that is, Filecoin. These are pretty significant companies, particularly EDF and E.ON. They're massive. And they've worked with Volkswagen as well. Energy Web and Volkswagen deliver 24/7 renewable energy charging solutions for electric vehicles. They are trying to create new solutions that cause less damage to the environment. Now, I'm not a scientist in the sense of I don't know the intricacies and the scientific data about how the world is apparently being damaged. And I'm, to be honest, not interested. I'm not interested. What I'm interested in is what's changing. And what's changing is how governments are deciding to act. What's changing is the pressure that governments are receiving. What's changing is the way that energy companies are going to have to work. And something like Energy Web has the potential to really benefit from that. You can see what we do. So the problems we solve is electricity markets and clean energy supply chains and carbon. Again, huge sectors with billions of dollars involved in these sectors, possibly trillions for some of these. So in electricity markets, their focus is on harmonizing data and workflows that affect multiple organizations across transmission and distribution systems. So transmission systems to the operator and the distribution system operator to the market participants. And there's potential for effectively trading energy down the line, although I know that's something I believe Power Ledger have set up. And that's the challenge that they're trying to solve. There's lofty ambitions here. And again, you can see the delivery approach, whether it's as a service or making your own system. It's an interesting project. It really is. And you can see the full team here. I mean, it's a massive team, absolutely massive, given the sort of size of the project, and their leadership. So if you want to just literally see who's their leadership, you can see. So you got the CEO, Jesse Morris, you got the Chief Technical Officer, Manny Hagsafat. I'm just going to butcher names. Rafaela Pereno and Walter Koch. That can't be the same. Okay. Yeah. And this is it. I think there's something here, and I think there's potential here. The downside for me with energy is I think it's going to take a long ass time for stuff to happen. And the reason is effectively a change in how energy works is going to be dependent upon how governments start changing things, how energy companies start changing things. Until you can onboard all the energy companies, the changes in the energy sector are going to be really goddamn slow. Now, I honestly can see Energy Web Token being a $30 coin. I really could. I can see this breaking its previous high, which was about $22. And I could see like its all-time high, $22.67. I could easily see that breaking that and hitting a sort of $30 range. I'll put it at a market cap of 2.1 billion. But I'm not sure if that's going to happen in the next bull cycle. The issue I have with Energy Web and with and even Power Ledger, because I do think they're quality projects, I do think their ambition and their desire to change things will come to fruition. The problem is dependent on it's dependent on these guys changing the way that these massive companies want to work, changing the way that governments want to enforce the way that these guys work. There's too many external variables that these sort of projects are dependent on. And I think they're probably longer term investments than a lot of the other crypto projects in the space. Because there's a lot of other projects in crypto that will just have a solid run in the next bull cycle. And these energy ones may not. They may hit their previous high, but they may not go any further. It might just be that they have to wait for the changing of the tide. And if that's the case, we're probably looking at your sort of energy web tokens or your power ledgers hitting new all-time highs maybe 8 years from now, because they're waiting on everyone else to effectively get in line. Weird situation. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think we're going to see rampant changes in energy in the next 4 years, in the next 2 years? Do you think this can break its previous high? Let me know, because obviously as well, trading volume wise, it's pretty bad at the moment. It's not great. It's not terrible, but it's not great. And guys, if you want to see the coins I own right now, go to copymycrypto.com and read the site. If you're looking to make money in crypto, this is the place you want to be. We had coins that were making 20x gains, 40, 50, 100x gains. Phantom made 700x. If you are not making consistent money in crypto, whether that's because you're not banking profits or whether that's because you're picking coins that aren't doing the gains, we picked the coins that did the gains on Copy My Crypto. And guess what? I do all the bloody work. I dive into coins on a daily basis. I read through them. When I find a coin I think is going to do gains, I tell the members about the coin and the markets that they can buy it on. I tell them what gains I think it can have. I tell them why I think it can have the gains. And I tell them what percentage of my money I'm putting in. It's completely transparent. And then they can literally copy along if they want to. And they can make the same gains I do. And if it sounds good to you, making gains without actually having to do thousands of hours worth of work and possibly not picking the winners as consistently as I have historically, then Copy My Crypto is something you want to check out. And if you've never gone to the site, go to the site. See what the members did on the site. See what I've said historically. Verify everything I've said historically, because it's all public record. And if by the end of it, you're going, yeah, this sounds good, brilliant. If you decide it's not, no worries. There's not an obligation to buy, but find out what you're missing out on. Because like I said, we've got consistency with picking winners and there is no work. It's as simple as it gets. So go check that out now, guys. And I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.